Hello friends, welcome back to our channel Chauvinistic Travelers. In this video we'll show you the San Marco Square or Piazza San Marco in Venice. You can see the Adriatic Sea. The city of Venice is spread out over a number of little islands in this Adriatic Sea marsh lagoon. The Adriatic Sea is one of the most exquisitely blue water bodies on earth. From a deep royal blue to a sparkling turquoise, every tint is visible. The most well-known structures in the city, including Doge's Place and St. Mark's Basilica, are located in the Piazza San Marco, also known as St. Mark's Square, the largest public plaza in Venice. We have just got down from the water taxi in San Marco Giardinetti and is walking towards the St. Mark's Square. It's a rainy day today here in Venice and there is a strong wind blowing around. Here you can see the souvenir shops. You can buy souvenirs and masks from these shops. The masks are part of the Venetian tradition because they have a place in the history and development of the Serenissima Republic. They are deeply ingrained in the land and culture. The masks lower social divisions, symbolize freedom and rebellion, and endow the wearer with allure and mystery. Now just in front of us on the two sides you can see two columns. These are columns of St. Mark and St. Theodore. These two granite and marble columns were erected in 1172 close to the square's entrance. Between the two pillars, public executions took place in the 18th century. St. Mark's Square is the lowest point in Venice. It is the first area to flood during an aqua alta. The phenomenon known as the aqua alta occurs as the tide rises in the Adriatic Sea, briefly submerging Venice many times a year. Aqua alta is only used to describe this phenomena when the water level rises by more than 90 centimeters. The government install wooden footbridges for both residents and visitors when this occurs. Depending on when you visit the city and whether you want to experience the Aqua Alta, you may or may not be lucky because the piazza is entirely flooded several times a year. The Doge's Palace, the Mozocqua, the Campanile, the Bell Tower of Basilica, and the Tour dell'Orologio are the most well-known structures in the square. Piazza San Marco is the only piazza in Venice. The other squares are referred to as piazzales or campos. It measures 590 feet, that is 180 meters long, and 230 feet, that is 70 meters wide. Originally built in the 9th century, it took on its present dimensions and shape in 1177 and was paved a century later. Magnificent St. Mark's Basilica is the focal point of the piazza. The reason for the church's name is that St. Mark's body is kept inside. The church's construction got underway shortly after a few Venetian traders transported the saint's body back to Venice in 829 after robbing it in Alexandria. The National Archaeological Museum of Venice is situated on the southern side of Piazza San Marco and is one of the first museums dedicated to ancient art in Europe, founded by Cardinal Domenico Grimani in the 16th century. It was initially housed at St. Mark's Library, but in 1812 it was transferred to the Doge's Palace, and in 1912 it found its present location. Greek sculptures, Roman portraits, and antiquated objects, some of which will make you go back to the 1st century BC, are all beautifully shown at the museum. The exquisite jewelry, emperor portraits, and exquisite vases will wow visitors who will also leave with a much deeper appreciation of the amazing lifestyles of Italy's prehistoric residents. St. Mark's Campanile is the bell tower of St. Mark's Basilica in Venice. The original tower collapsed in 1902 and the current campanile is a rebuilt structure finished in 1912. The building known as El Paran de Casa, the master of the home, is the tallest structure in Venice, standing at 98.6 meters, which is 323 feet in height. Originally, the campanile was meant to serve as a watchtower to detect oncoming ships and guard the city's entrance. In addition, it functioned as a landmark to direct Venetian ships into the harbor securely. Construction began in the early 10th century. St. Mark's Square offers so much to see that tourists might spend days exploring all of its attractions. If you enjoy visiting museums, the 18th century interiors and vast collection of artwork depicting Venice's history make the Musocqua a breathtaking place to stroll through. If you are more interested in architecture, you can see the Bridge of Sighs or go up the clock tower to observe the bell that is rung every hour by two bronze Moors up close. Alternatively, if you like to observe things at a leisurely pace, you can have a drink at one of the cafes that line the area. The drinks here are a bit costly, but you may enjoy the views and people watching while soaking the Venetian culture while seated in the St. Mark's Square's stunning surroundings. The basilica which we see today was commissioned by Doge Domenico Contarini in the 11th century and was a third shrine to St. Mark built at the site. Looking over St. Mark's Square, appearing to leap from the basilica are the statues of the houses of San Marco. These have been seized multiple times during wars and battles, and these represent the power of the Venetian Republic. It's possible that they were created in ancient Greece as early as the 4th century BC. The horses were first taken from Constantinople in 1204 and they were in Venice for 500 years before Napoleon took them in 1797. After defeating Napoleon at the Battle of Waterloo, the Duke of Wellington eventually gave them back. The dome above each arm and the central crossing point, the basilica, is constructed in the shape of a Greek cross. The church's interior is adorned with large sections of walls covered with shimmering golden mosaics resembling a jewelry box. Approximately 40,000 square feet of wall area are covered in mosaics, each tiled artwork representing a biblical story or religious event. The exquisite Doge's Palace is a must-see if you enjoy strolling among some of Venice's most striking architectural designs. Throughout the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, the elected ruler of Venice resided in the sumptuous palace, which is replete with exquisite murals, intricate stuccos, and sweeping staircases. It still serves as a reminder of Venice's affluent and powerful history. The exquisitely crafted edifice boasts a lattice-like exterior composed of pink and white bricks and is accessed via the Porta della Carta, often known as the Paper Gate. The winged lion is symbol of Venice, and San Marco is among the spires and statues that embellish this spectacular entrance, which was created by brothers Giovanni and Bartolomeo Bon. Magnificent rooms adorned with frescoes and stuccos are found within the palace. Among them is Tintoretto's The Paradise, the largest royal painting in the world. Thanks for watching our video. Hope to see you soon on our next vlog. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment.